So welcome back, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, likers, dislikers, commenters, subscribers, new subscribers, old subscribers, and generally anybody who comes across this video and watches it. Welcome back.
Incoming!
Just another day of traffic jams and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, so today I'm going to talk about a topic that's normally, how would you say it? It's normally viewed in a negative perception, because it is a negative thing, but it has helped us it's actually helped me in life. And that's being bullied. I was bullied for a good had to be about 3 years, 2 or 3 years. And I'm talking the full shebang. I'm talking bullied by 2 people, bullied by the whole class. I mean, not that it was a walkover, it was just myself, and I kept myself to myself. I only had one, maybe 2 friends in the whole class, that sort of thing. And the bullying took place whenever and wherever the people sort of felt like they had to do it. I mean, a whole lot of the time it was in school. It never really came outside of school because nobody ever knew me outside of school, bar my 2 mates. I had to get my parents involved, and they got involved, and they came to school, and the school suspended boys, and the school expelled one, and you know that the school did everything within its power. School did everything in its power to combat the bullies, and nothing really seemed to work. It always seemed to go away for a few months, and then it was back better, bigger and better, and worse than ever. And at that point, I started kind of just ignoring it. It was at this point the physical stuff, the random punches and all that there had stopped, so I didn't really care. So I sort of, at that point, started to blank it out. You know, it wasn't a big deal to me. It was at the start, and it really did get bad. Finally, I left school, and I actually think that it made me better than, not saying it made me better than everybody else, I'm just saying it made me cope better with some situations outside in the workplace. Like, it made me tougher. It made me more, it did actually make me more detached from people, but I still had a healthy amount of friends, and I did the army cadets, and it was all confidence building and leadership and all that there. And it was sort of a couple of weeks ago when one of the guys, we were actually talking about it in work, and I actually said that, no, I was bullied in school, and it made me feel absolutely better. It makes me feel better now. And I was in a shopping centre a couple of days after the conversation. I actually seen one of the bullies, one of the guys who bullied me, and had a great conversation, as if we'd been mates for years. And the best thing was, he actually talked to me like as if nothing had ever happened, which was strange. I'll have to admit, it was strange. And the best thing about it was, when I left school, I started obviously on bikes. I started off with a scooter, little Peugeot Speed Flight or whatever it was called, 100cc. And about a year after that, I ended up with a Honda Shadow 125, and all the people around the road knew me as that guy with the Harley looking bike, which was funny because most of them were the guys who would pick on you. And I was at a house party, and the guys were out like, oh my, it was like you were talking to your best mate that has just come back from like a 9-month deployment or something. You know, it was catch up time, and all the time you're talking to them, you're thinking, you bullied me. You made at least 2 to 3 years of my life an absolute hell. You know. And then I actually brought it up, and they were like, "Oh man, I'm sorry. I was a real toss pot back then, time waster, moron, whatever you want to say, whatever sort of category you want to put it in. I'm really sorry about that." And I think it was the only time I've actually managed to turn around and say to them, "Do you know what? I accept your apology." And it wasn't until I seen it on Facebook. He had 3 kids and a girlfriend that he didn't like. It was brilliant. I would be filtering right now, but this is some hefty hardware sitting in front of me, and don't feel confident doing it. There's no reason to. As always, guys, bit of a depressing topic, but take the good out of the bad. Always take the good out of the bad. I've been XT Donkey. You guys have been awesome, as per usual. And don't forget, if you like what you're watching, don't forget to stick me a like. If you've had any experiences similar, you know, doesn't have to be exactly similar, but you know, stick a wee comment below. And if you haven't already, as I keep saying, don't forget, if you like what you're watching and you haven't already, hit the subscribe button. And as always, keep her lit. If you can't keep her lit, well, springtime's coming. Everything should dry out a wee bit more. It'll be easier to get it lit.
Incoming!